When I first married my wife, I thought we had the perfect relationship. We laughed, traveled, and shared everything. I trusted her completely, never questioning her loyalty or her love for me. But sometimes the person you love most is the one who hurts you the deepest, and I had no idea how painfully true that would be. It started with small things. She spent more time on her phone, often hiding the screen when I entered the room. She said she was just chatting with friends, but her late-night conversations and sudden mood swings told a different story. I wanted to believe her, so I ignored the warning signs. My mistake was giving her the benefit of the doubt when she clearly didn't deserve it. One evening, while we were out with friends, she made a cruel joke that shattered me inside. She laughed and said, "At least my ex was bigger." Everyone laughed awkwardly, but I felt my stomach drop. She looked me in the eye as she said it, almost as if she wanted to humiliate me publicly. I forced a smile to keep the peace, but inside, I was broken. That night, sleep wouldn't come. I replayed her words over and over in my mind. It wasn't just a careless joke, it was disrespect, a sign she didn't value me as a husband or a man. That's when I realized she wasn't just being cruel. She had probably been unfaithful. And if she thought I would stay silent, she was very wrong. I started investigating quietly. I checked our phone bills, tracked her late-night movements, and even followed her when she said she was meeting her cousin. What I discovered confirmed my fears. She was with another man, smiling and holding his hand the way she once held mine. The joke about her ex suddenly made sense. She had been comparing me all along. Instead of confronting her immediately, I played it smart. I acted normal, treated her kindly, and let her believe I was still the trusting husband she thought I was. Meanwhile, I gathered proof, pictures, messages, and even recordings of her phone calls. My goal wasn't just to expose her, it was to make sure she could never twist the truth against me. Finally, one evening at dinner, she tried to make another insulting remark. This time, I didn't stay silent. I smiled and said, "You know, maybe your ex was bigger, but at least he didn't cheat, lie, and destroy a marriage." Her face went pale. She laughed nervously, but then I set my phone on the table, showing her the evidence. Her smile disappeared instantly. Tears filled her eyes as she realized I knew everything. She begged me to keep it private, claiming it was a mistake and that she still loved me. But love isn't supposed to humiliate, cheat, or betray. Calmly, I said, "No woman who respects her husband compares him to another man. No wife who loves her husband cheats behind his back." She broke down harder than I'd ever seen. For once, the power wasn't in her hands. All those times she mocked me, belittled me, and betrayed me came crashing down on her. The man she had laughed at was the same man now holding the truth that would destroy her pride. I walked away that night. The next morning, I filed for divorce, attaching every piece of evidence I had collected. She tried to fight it, but the proof was undeniable. The court ruled in my favor, and she left with nothing but shame. The same woman who once humiliated me with her words now cried because of the truth. Friends who had witnessed her cruel joke later told me she regretted everything. She moved in with the man she had cheated with, but he left her after a few months. She lost her respect, her marriage, and her dignity, all because she thought she could get away with betrayal and humiliation. I never looked back. I rebuilt my life, focused on myself, and eventually found someone who truly respected and loved me. Her cruel joke may have been meant to break me, but in the end, it only destroyed her. Sometimes revenge doesn't need yelling or anger, it just needs the truth delivered at the right moment. That night, when she cried at my words, I realized something important. Strength isn't in size or comparison. Strength is in self-respect, in dignity, and in knowing when to walk away from someone who doesn't value you. And that was the sweetest revenge of all.